Nintendo news, viewer questions, player spotlight, and our Nintendo Time Portal is all coming up. Stay tuned! Chit Chat podcast starts shortly. Podcast by blasting that like button, sharing the stream, and subscribing right now. Chit Chat podcast starts shortly.
Nintendo Chit Chat Live! Nintendo Chit Chat Live! Subscribe and become a Nintendo Chit Chatter with EDDY RAY! Paladins. My favorite. Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros, Splatoon, and more. Name your console, we got you covered. You can take it from us, official brand ambassadors. Fresh gaming content, nearly every day. Nintendo Chit Chat Live, Nintendo Chit Chat Live. Subscribe and become a Nintendo Chit Chatter with Eddy Ray. Eddy Ray. Nintendo Chit Chat Live, Nintendo Chit Chat Live. Subscribe and become a Nintendo Chit Chatter with Eddy Ray. Master Entertainer. Nintendo Chit Chat Live.
Never give up. We're in this together. Eddy Ray, Amber, Samantha in the mods. Oh, we will never give up. No, no. They try to take us down with words like sticks and stones, but we have passion though for everything we do. So we're not gonna stop. Our community is strong. We'll just ignore the haters because we know we've won. Never give up. We're in this together. Eddy Ray, Amber, Samantha in the mods. Oh, we will never give up. No, no. The Eddy Ray experience, live streaming video games, over the top, one of a kind, YouTube and Facebook gaming. It's interactive, it's energetic. You always know just what you're getting. It's entertaining, astonishing, it's so amazing. EAA with Eddy Ray, with Eddy Ray.
Gamers, get ready! The Nintendo Chit Chat podcast with your host, Eddy Ray and Samantha Leinhard, starts right now.
Nintendo Chit Chat podcast with Eddy Ray, Amber, and Samantha. It's always a blast. Once a week, we're live, it's sweet. On Facebook, it's always streamed. Then it's up on Google Play, iTunes, and like everything. Nintendo Time Portal, Nintendo News Bites, and viewer questions. Every time, Nintendo Chit Chat podcast, Nintendo Chit Chat podcast. Oh, yeah. watch and play, stream away, rated E for everyone. Subscribe so you don't miss the fun. You're sitting on the edge of your seat, so anxious you're clenching your teeth when he's shooting with his fantasy team. And paladins, the champions. You don't wanna miss this. Put them in your subscriptions. Rated E for Eddie Ray. Watch him play, stream away. Rated E for everyone. Subscribe so you don't miss the fun.
Hey guys, welcome! Eddie Ray here for the Nintendo Chit Chat Podcast, episode 42, live right now on Facebook and YouTube Gaming. We've got Dank, Tyler, Stu, good to see you, Fernando, a bunch of others in chat, so make sure you guys chat away. We've got both Facebook chat and YouTube chat on our screen right now, so I can see both, which is great. So welcome guys, episode 42, the Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is out right now on the Switch. In fact, I was watching Katetsu stream earlier today, and I think he'll be streaming it again actually, looks really awesome. So, I haven't played a Diablo game since the first one, a long time ago. I have to pick this up still, so I'm looking forward to getting this, and playing some co-op hopefully with people too. So if you have the game, let me know. And yeah, Amber looks so awesome, doesn't it? It's a dungeon crawler. Of course, this has the expansion and the DLC with it too. If you get the Diablo 3 game, the Reapers of Soul expansion pack, the Rise of the Necromancer pack, also included in the Eternal Collection. There's 7 classes, 5 acts, and seasons worth of demon smashing. There's also some Switch exclusive content, some Zelda stuff in there, so it's pretty cool. Again, Diablo 3, the Eternal Collection out now on the Switch. We're going to dive right into the news, guys. We've got Samantha Leinhard, our writer and editor. Welcome to episode 42 of the podcast, Samantha.
Thank you.
No break, going right into the news, because we have some big stuff to talk about here. We had a direct, what was it, Wednesday, I think? Or Thursday?
Yesterday,
Thursday, yeah.
Yesterday, Thursday.
And it was about a 40-minute direct all in Smash Bros. So we learned everything about the game, right?
Seems to be, yeah.
Right.
Did they even go over where things are placed in the menu? Where the
yes.
boxes are and stuff? Seems like
I think they were filling time a little bit there. Just my opinion, but let us know in chat too, guys. If you liked the direct, if you thought it was great or average or below your expectations, let us know in chat on both Facebook and YouTube. So Samantha, let's kick things off with that, I guess. So about 40-minute direct, some new characters too, which were added. We have Incineroar being added, and who else?
Ken from the Street Fighter series.
Oh, that's right, yeah, Ken. So those are pretty good additions, I think. I think Incineroar is pretty much the surprise announcement. Mm-hmm. Also, we have a Piranha Plant added too, is that right?
Yes, although Piranha Plant is being added as a downloadable fighter later.
Yes, I believe that was the case, yeah. So he's getting some love, I guess. He's a playable character in Mario Tennis Aces, I believe, too, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a pretty interesting choice amongst the other characters you could have chose for the game, I guess. What do you think, Samantha?
Yep, it's definitely interesting. Of course, there were all sorts of rumors and leaks about other characters, so I saw a lot of people being a bit disappointed with the news. We got Piranha Plant over all these other characters.
Yeah, that's okay.
Choice.
Watch him be a good character to play with, though. You never know. But I'm pretty hyped about Incineroar, especially. Ken, though, I guess a good addition, too. So, and I guess they'll all be getting amiibo themselves, too. Is that right?
I think so, yeah. They announced new amiibo, yeah. So all the new characters will have their own amiibo figures. So, yes, Ken, Incineroar, Piranha Plant, Simon Belmont, all the characters that they had announced previously. So they've got... It looks like the first ones are coming out in December, and then there's a few that are going to be in February, and then a few more scheduled for later in 2019. But eventually, they're all going to have amiibo.
Awesome. And that's quite the collection of Smash Bros. Amiibo. My gosh. I can't even count how many it is. Need to look that up, I think, too. But good to see Tyler and Fernando in chat as well. Hey, Frank. Good to see you as well. All right, so let's go into the Switch news then, Samantha. Some new games, ports, localizations to talk about here. We have a survival horror game to kick things off. What game is this?
Yeah, so this is called Made of Scare or Scare. I'm not entirely sure how you say it, even though I watched the trailer and I think they say it in the trailer. But yeah, so this is a first-person survival horror game that is set in Wales, and I believe based, I don't know if it's got some sort of folklore. I can't remember if they said that or if I just thought that myself. But yeah, so they got a teaser trailer out now, and this is going to be coming in the third quarter of 2019.
Okay, so take a look at this. This is Made of Scare, I believe. Yeah, so pretty cool.
So yeah, so this says it's based on a true story.
Oh, interesting. This is first person too.
That
so
should be interesting.
I do like first-person horror games, and a true story based on. I do like that as well. So a good little plot here already for this game. Pretty cool. We're moving along to survival horror to puzzle platformer, and this is Ellie. It was announced for December. And anything regarding Ellie you want to talk about besides being a puzzle platformer?
So this is a puzzle platformer. If you look at it, it looks pretty cute. It's got some colorful graphics. See if they had said anything. I don't think they said too much about it yet. They said it's going to have simple pick up and play controls. So it should be interesting to see more from that.
Yeah. All right.
And I believe this has only been announced for the Switch so far. I believe it's an exclusive.
Okay, very cool. So Switch exclusive so far. All right, moving along then, we got a cooperative action game. Demolition Robots KK was also announced. So a good cooperative game here. Anything regarding this game you want to talk about, Samantha?
Let me see. Let's see. So I think this has... Okay, so this is from the developers of back in 1995, which is a game that we had discussed a few weeks ago. That was a survival horror game based on old style survival horror games. So, yeah, so this is from the same developers, and so you are playing as robots and trying to destroy buildings. So it's co-op, so you're not supposed to hit the other robots. You're trying to destroy the buildings as fast as you can.
Very cool. So cooperative game, Demolition Robots KK. I wonder what KK stands for. Any clue?
I don't know. I don't think they've actually said.
I was very curious about some of these titles sometimes. They have initials like this.
Trying to see if there's anything. Yeah, trying to see if there's anything on the website for it.
Because you think it would have something of importance instead of being in the title of the game, but you never know sometimes.
Yeah, the demolition part is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it gives any hints yet about what that is for.
No problem.
I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
Yeah. So discussing before we actually went live with Samantha, we have some good localization news regarding a Dragon Quest game. So Samantha, take it away. What is it?
Yeah, so Dragon Quest Builders 2, which we had just been discussing recently, the localization has finally been confirmed for 2019. Although it seems like they didn't really make a big announcement about it or anything, but like Nintendo released information about, like, I don't know if it was their financial report or what it was, but they just mentions that in 2019 they're publishing Dragon Quest Builders 2 in the West. So sort of a stealthy localization announcement there, but so that will be coming. That's good news. That's
good news for sure. And there's also some online and offline multiplayer, local multiplayer modes as well in the game?
Right, yeah, they had released this information about the Japanese version before the localization news came out. So you'll be able to play together with one another. And the thing here is that the PlayStation 4 version is only having online multiplayer, but the Switch is getting both online multiplayer and offline multiplayer if you have multiple Switch consoles, I believe. So it's wireless communication. Gotcha. If you both have Switches and a copy of the game, you'll be able to play together offline as well.
Okay, very cool. Good details regarding that. All right, Bubsby, Paws on Fire was announced for the Switch, PS4, and PC. And what is, if you don't know, what is Bubsby if you guys don't know?
So this is a series, I'm not sure how long ago was the originals. I'm not sure. But
I don't know either.
They made a new one recently that was a disaster. People keep saying, why do they keep bringing it back? So this one looks like it actually has potential. It is coming from the developer of the Bit Trip series, and it looks like it's going to have that sort of similar side-scrolling gameplay. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, Bubsy's like a 90s cartoon kind of video game character, I believe. So early 90s here, looking back at some of the history regarding Bubsby. So very cool. All right. Moving along then, we have some more localization to talk about here. It was confirmed for Fate Extella Link for quarter one of 2019, alongside the other versions as well of the game. We're also getting a special edition, is that right?
Right, yes. So the special edition, the Fleeting Glory edition, as they call it, which is $79.99, was previously announced with PlayStation 4, but now, along with the Switch announcement of the localization, it was revealed that it will also be getting the Fleeting Glory edition. So that comes with the game, of course. I think. Every now and then you get something that doesn't, but I'm
download
pretty sure this one includes the game.
Yeah.
But it's also coming with a soundtrack CD, a pack of collectible cards with the new servant characters on it, a cloth poster, and an acrylic diorama with some of the main characters, and of course a custom collector's box as well.
Who's publishing this? Is it Marvelous Games or I forget?
Xseed is publishing it.
Oh, okay, Xseed. Gotcha. Okay, very good. All right. So some good news there. More localization. So now we have some side-scrolling action RPG to talk about. This is the Demon Crystal, coming to the Switch in Japan this winter. What's special about the RPG, Demon Crystal, Samantha? Anything special?
Well, this is a game from 1984.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't think there's any trailers out for it, although there's probably some for the new version, but there's probably some images and trailers out for the old version, or videos out of the old version. So yeah, so this was a 1984 game that is now coming to the eShop in Japan. So we'll see if it is localized or not. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about the original. It is quite an old one.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. Very cool. So that's RPG, side-scrolling action RPG, the Demon Crystal, coming to the Switch in Japan this winter. So keep your eyes out for that. All right, so the Namiko no Puzzle, Namiko Dai Hanshoku, will be localized under the title of Fungi Puzzles, Fungi Explosion, on December 20th for $19.99. And what kind of puzzle games is this exactly, Samantha? Do you know?
So this is
like a matching game or something?
It seems to be, yes. You've got to clear the fungi blocks. And so it says that the blocks you clear make fungi sprout on the log, and they get harvested when the log is full. So it looks like you're trying to, like, sort of matching, but trying to make all these fungi appear so that you can harvest them. I think we talked about this when it was first announced.
Yeah, I can remember the title, yeah. All right, very cool.
And it looks like, okay, so in the West, it's only going to be an eShop release, but in Japan, it's going to be physical and have English language options. So
wow.
a physical copy,
We've been
be able to import Japanese release, it looks like.
We've been getting a lot of those the last few weeks, I think, English language options now.
Yeah.
Instead of the localization, we have English language options, which is good, though. It's always good to have those options, the way you can import if you want to, if you want that game. As the Switch is region-free, which is great for once and for all. All right, so this next game, I had to be very careful picking an image, because if you type this title into Google, you'll get quite the graphical images, guys, if you're not...
Oh, no.
So I picked one that wasn't quite as skimpy, I guess. Another visual novel here. So what's this called, Samantha?
Yes, so this is, and of course I'm probably going to butcher the name, but this is...
That's why I gave it to you.
Soikano Ryuto Dakishimete? Something like that, anyway. So this is a visual novel that was previously out on the PC, I think. That seems to be, yeah, I believe so, yes. So now it's coming to consoles, including the Switch. So this is only announced for Japan so far for February 21st. And so the console version is actually adding some new content, is adding sub-stories for some of the characters that weren't in the original.
All right. Hey, look at that. The Vita is also getting a port of this game, too. So that's kind of good news for the Vita, if you have a Vita still. All right. Moving on to visual novels, now we have actually a shoot-'em-up to talk about. This is Black Sea Odyssey. Will be ported to the Switch on December 20th. Is this on Steam already? What platform is this on right now?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, it came out on the PC in June of 2016, and then went to the other consoles since then. And now the Switch is the latest one it's coming to. So this is a top-down roguelite shoot 'em up.
Very cool. Black Sea Odyssey being ported to the Switch for December 20, right before Christmas, guys. So there you go. Keep your eyes out for that one. Now we have the Opus Collection. Will be launching physically in early 2019 with both Opus games included. And what's included in what two games are these?
So I'm not actually familiar with these games, but apparently they're already on the eShop. These are Opus: The Day We Found Earth and Opus: Rocket of Whispers, which appear to be sort of like exploration based. Yeah, I'm not actually familiar with these two at all.
Me either. Yeah, it looks like it's exploration adventure or something like that.
It looks like sort of adventure game. Yeah, so they are being brought together as a physical bundle called the Opus Collection.
Very cool. All right, again, that's launching in early 2019 with both games included, guys. And this is a physical edition too. All right. That was a really weird sound on my computer.
Uh-oh.
Just making sure we're still online here, guys. We've turned on Storage Sense. Why in the hell would Windows turn on storage? What the hell is Storage Sense? Microsoft, don't do this now. What are you doing to me? Anyway, I'm not sure what's going on here. We're good, though. All right, so in Japan, the two Robotics Notes games will be released together for the Switch and PS4 on January 31st as Robotics Notes Otoku Set Value Set. So I think we mentioned these games beforehand or not? I don't recall.
Yes, we were. In fact, we were talking about them last week. I believe, because the one got a release date and the other one was delayed, or something like that. Yes, these are the visual novels that we are very much hoping will come to the West eventually.
Yeah. Hey, Kaiju Tales, just subscribe to the channel. So welcome to NCC. Thanks for subscribing. All right, so Argartha is coming to the Switch in Japan as Argartha S this winter. What kind of gameplay is this, Samantha?
I'm not positive. I couldn't find out very much about this. When I looked up the title, I found like some Dreamcast game that was rediscovered, but that doesn't seem to be the same thing. At least the images didn't seem to be matching up with what we're seeing here. But so this is some sort of an underground exploration game, it sounds like. But it looks like it might be a sort of retro style. I'm not sure, but anyway, Agartha S, and I couldn't find too much out about the original Agartha. So this is coming to the eShop in Japan.
Yeah, I may very well have the wrong image up on screen too, because I wasn't quite sure when I was searching for this either. I couldn't find too much, and I found some Argartha stuff, but this may not be it. I'm not sure if it is or not.
I found that thing about the other game, and it looked like the timing was right. I was like, oh, that's it. But then, like, there was a screenshot included that didn't seem to match what I saw when I went to the Agartha S website. So so I'm not entirely sure about that one.
No problem, guys. So yeah, we'll figure out more probably the next week or two here. We'll give you some images or whatever of this game and talk more about it too. I'm probably sure of. So, all right. So Tavern Management RPG Maranian Tavern Story, Patty and the Hungry God. Patty. It's a classic name, my gosh. Is coming to the Switch in Japan with localization confirmed as well. So this is a pretty interesting RPG. I never heard of it before. Is this a brand new series or something?
Let me see. It looks okay. This was a mobile game, so this was released for iOS and Android before, and so now they're bringing it to consoles. And so they've got the English website that confirms the localization, although they haven't given a release date yet.
Okay. All right, and then before we get into release dates here, one more piece of news bites here. Adventure RPG Alchemic Cutie will be coming to the Switch and other consoles, in addition to the PC, in Q4 of 2019. And what kind of gameplay is this?
Right, so this is described as a relaxing adventure RPG. It looks like you're going to be exploring this island and catching wild jellies, and then looks like you're going to be putting your jellies into competitions and things like that, and there's some sort of alchemy, as you might guess from the title. There's some sort of alchemy element where it looks like you're going to be creating items, but it looks like this exploration and the jelly raising are the key components here. All
right. Alchemic Cutie coming to the Switch, other consoles in Q4 of 2019, so late next year, guys. Okay, so release dates to talk about. We have October 31st through February so far in the podcast this week. Kick things off here with another Sega Ages title, Phantasy Star, finally coming out. It's already out, actually, right now. Came out October 31st, so there you go. Just a few days ago on Halloween. Also, a new trailer available too. To check it out, go to NintendoChitChat.com, and the game goes for $7.99. That's Phantasy Star, dating back to the mid to late 80s. Really old game. So Sega ages again, Phantasy Star. And what are we getting in November, Samantha?
Right, so November 1st is Grim Fandango Remastered, which will go for $14.99. I believe we discussed it back when it was first announced.
Yep. And then November 8th brings us Mercenary Wings, The False Phoenix. Also talked about that a few weeks back, going for $12.99. And the following day, November 9th, is Forgotten Anne, going for $19.99 with a new trailer also available. And then what comes later in November, Samantha?
All right, so then we go to November 28th, which is when Horizon Chase Turbo will be out.
This is the arcade racer. Also new trailer available for that too. Then December 7th brings us Sega Genesis Classics. Also a new trailer available for this. This is a collection of classic Genesis titles. I think also... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, one of the interesting things here is that we just talked about Phantasy Star just came out. Well, among the games in this collection are Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4.
Wow.
So if you enjoy Phantasy Star, you can get the next 3 in the Classic Collection. Or if you were going to get the Classics Collection and were disappointed that Phantasy Star 1 wasn't included, now that one's on the Switch as well.
Am I mistaken? Weren't they adding some online gameplay to these games as well?
I don't remember, but there's so many of these collections coming out, I can't remember.
Yeah, I have to look back. I think that was the case, but I could be wrong, so don't take my word for it. All right. And then we'll finish up with here with February 8th is Blaze Blue Central Fiction Special Edition for Europe. That's, again, February 8th. All right, going to trailers and details here. Some more games to talk about with you guys. The first teaser trailer is out now for Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. Just teasing a little bit of this game, Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. We also have 50 seconds then of Dusk Diver gameplay, available in a new video. So what do we see here in this 50 seconds of gameplay? Anything good, Samantha? It's a very quick trailer.
Well, this is an action game, so the main thing that you'll be wanting to look at in this gameplay trailer is the action to see how the combat looks and if you want to play it.
Very good. And Katetsu says, yes, I can't wait for the Dragon Ball Heroes game. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, we also, well, this is actually 2 parts down here, so let's go to the next one. We'll go to Square Enix actually revealed 2 new Mirages, 2 Summon Mirages, and new bonus as well, Boss Battle for World of Final Fantasy Maxima, which is really good news. So some more Final Fantasy news there for you guys from Square Enix. And what I was mentioning earlier, gameplay video is now available for Fitness Boxing. And guess what? I actually have an image for this game once and for all on the podcast. I finally found images. So there you go, guys. Fitness Boxing. The first image I ever saw of the game with gameplay videos. Go check it out on NintendoChitChat.com. Let's move along then to the Root Letter Last Answer. A new story trailer available. Anything to discuss for this one, Samantha?
Yeah, well, this is the strange one. It's the visual novel that's decided to be remade. Well, they didn't decide. They decided. They decided to remake it with live action stuff. So yeah, so it's an interesting trailer. Take a look. Although it's I believe entirely in Japanese, so you won't be able to understand it unless you know Japanese. But yeah, you'll be able to see how the live action is being incorporated into the visual novel format, which is odd. Yeah,
I was very curious about this, and it's getting, more curious about it now as we learn more about this. All right. Moving along, we have the first teaser trailer available out for Wizard Symphony, which I think we discussed back as well recently. Now let's talk about some more Pokemon Let's Go news here, Samantha. So trickling information again every week. So what did we learn this week for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee?
Right, well, we've got 2 things. First, for Halloween, they released a short trailer focusing on Lavender Town, which of course has that kind of dark, creepy atmosphere for Halloween. And so then also after the Direct, I believe, there was some Nintendo Treehouse gameplay. So they released a video that's over half-hour long, focusing on Celadon City, and it shows off some of the new content, and they talk about the stats and how they're different in this game. So that's a good video to check out if you're curious about them.
All right. Getting little bits every week until this game releases on the Switch. All right, so speaking of Treehouse, Samantha, they also released gameplay footage from Yoshi's Crafted World from this past week. I also have it linked on the website, guys, so go check it out if you haven't seen so yet for some gameplay of this game coming, Yoshi's Crafted World. All right, we can move along to updates and DLC here, Samantha. We have some more SNK 40th Anniversary Collection to talk about. What's the latest here for this one, Samantha?
All right, so either last week or the week before, we talked about the first set of free DLC games that will be released. And so now they announced the remaining ones, which will be, and I believe they're all together in the second pack, which will be Beast Busters, Bermuda Triangle, Paddle Mania, Search and Rescue, World Wars, and ZMA Wars.
Very cool. So SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, some more DLC games coming for the second set. Very good. All right, and then we also have another character being added to My Heroes 1 Justice, and who is this, Samantha?
So this is Inasa Yorashi.
All right, and that's an added character via DLC for My Heroes 1 Justice. Is that available now?
Oh, is it? I think it might. I don't know. It's out in Japan at least.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Now let me double check that quick.
Sure.
Let me see.
Tyler says he has Woolly World. Yeah, Woolly World was a good game,
Oh,
Tyler.
it came out on October 26th.
Okay, so it's already out about a week or so then. Awesome. Okay, good news. All right, and then, yeah, the 3DS actually makes a little bit of news here in the podcast this week. Dun, dun, dun. We have Cube Creator DX will be released in the West on November 8th. And this is a kind of Minecraft-esque game, I guess, Samantha?
Oh, let me see. I don't know a whole lot about it. I think so, yes. It's like sort of like a sandbox building crafting game, yes. I think this is another one of those odd things where it didn't really get an official announcement. It just quietly showed up on the eShop.
It's like, here it is.
So this page appeared, so yes, it's coming west.
Good. All right, and the release dates here. We have December 7th, the European release of Yokai Watch 3, getting it 2 months ahead of North America. I'm moving to Europe. Wonder why.
Interesting, because when they first announced the localization, they released the North American release date and then said in Europe will be, I don't know if they said winter, so it seemed like, oh no, it's probably going to be later. No, it's actually 2 months earlier.
Wow. That is funny. So that closes out the news
But
bites, guys.
making up for that huge delay with Yokai Watch 2, because wasn't that like several months before Europe got it? So
Yeah,
they're
that's
making up
right.
for that now.
It's like they want. That's probably the case. You're right about that. I almost forgot. Jeez. All right, guys. We'll take a break with Samantha here. We'll bring on our community manager, Amber, to go over the recap with you for this past week of streams and things happening in the community. So make sure you guys like and share. We'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Nintendo Chit Chat podcast with your hosts, Eddie Ray and Samantha Linehard. We'll be right back the audio version of the Nintendo Chit Chat podcast on iTunes, Google Music, SoundCloud, or Player FM. Visit our website at nintendochitchat.com and catch up on everything Nintendo. You're listening to the Nintendo Chit Chat podcast with your hosts, Eddie Ray and Samantha Linehard.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back, guys, to the podcast, Nintendo Chit Chat Podcast, episode 42, Diablo 3, the Internal Collection, out now on the Switch. And we're going to be bringing on our community manager, Amber, for the week here of discussing the community stuff, the going-ons, the streams we've had the past week as well. So, Amber, welcome back to the podcast.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing really well. So we had a busy week again
We
of
did.
streams. And I'm going to get this image ready for you. There we go. Oh, give me a second here. I'm choosing the wrong one. There we go. Okay, yeah, so Amber, we've had a really awesome Paladin stream, which took place, I think, last Saturday, right?
Uh-huh.
It was, I think, after work. It was kind of late, but we had a pretty good turnout. We had some new players join us, too.
We did. We had Bernard and Anita.
Yeah. So Anita played for the very first time with us.
She got a top play.
Yeah, she got a top play in practicing with us, and she also got on the top flank or something, or met most damage, I think, in the scorecard
Yeah.
for the end of the match. So great job, Anita, and welcome again, Bernard, to our Paladin streams and being a wizard too. So That was pretty amazing. You know, I'm not sure if that was Saturday or Tuesday. I think that was Tuesday they were actually new, because we did 2 streams for Paladins now, so it might have been Tuesday, yeah. But either way, welcome to the Paladin streams, guys. You're making it really successful for us, for the Wizards and things like that, and Amber and I do appreciate that. All right. So, Amber, let's talk about these premieres that we've been doing for Amber vs. Eddie. We've done a few this week, so go over this with us as well.
We did Disco Dominations, a Paladins rematch, and the Fortnite Spiky Stadium.
And you're kind of salty about some of those, and I am too.
Yeah.
Pretty good competitive matches, though. Disco Domination is pretty fun, but it gets really laggy, right, in the gameplay sometimes.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of building, a lot of brick, a lot of building. It gets really bad sometimes.
It's rough.
We went for the most kills, I think, and now Amber and I have to have you guys decide who won that episode, right?
Yeah.
What did
I?
Yeah.
He stayed back away from the action and sniped. And then on the 3rd round, he said, "Oh, I'm not going to snipe." And you snipe.
Yeah, I'm like, it's too laggy. I'm just going to snipe from back here. So I ended up winning 2 out of the 3 rounds. So you guys go to either...
We need you to decide.
I know. You guys go to either the YouTube link for our episode of that, or go to Facebook and leave a comment there of who you think won the episode. I don't think it was really fair for me to win, because I said I was going to snipe and then I wasn't going to snipe, and I did anyway. So I don't think I won. But you guys decide for us. Then we had a really good Paladins rematch, Amber. The first match was pretty intense. I think you won the first round, right?
I did. He was so fast.
And you had your new character. What's his name again? I forget.
I forget.
Is it Talus?
Talus,
yeah. So he's like a kid or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
And the game's so fast.
He reminds me of Link.
Yeah, a little bit. So I was Kinessa, I think, or something. I had a sniper rifle, I believe, and you were just too fast for me. I came back a little bit, though, in that match, but not enough. So you got the first round. And then you chose a tough matchup with my Buck character. You had Nara, I think it was, right?
Yeah. She's so slow. Oh, my goodness.
Now, Christina's really good with her, though, when she plays with her.
Yeah. I tried to do it for Christina. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think it was just a bad matchup, though, being one-on-one, especially with that kind of gameplay. I had Buck, so I could jump and heal up pretty easily.
Right.
Nara has high HP, though. But she's just kind of slow moving around, and her attacks aren't quite as strong, I don't think, as Buck's are. So a little bit of a mismatch there.
Win or lose, it's still fun.
Yeah. So pretty good episode, guys. So do check out both of those, Disco Domination and Paladins Rematch. Then last but not least, we did Fortnite Spiky Stadium, which I did horrible in. So this is the big battle arena in playground mode. It's a big, it's full of traps and bounce pads. And what did you add to it, Amber, to make it even more frustrating for me?
the ice box. So we were skating around.
Yeah, into traps or bounce pads. I died so much. I died just getting the impulse grenades back on the episode. That's really the worst part, I think, is trying to get the grenades back.
Yeah, I don't think they thought that one through.
Yeah, we came up with some good ideas, though. They should put a little machine there of impulse grenades that you can just get out of the vending machine to replenish those.
Yes.
And also a switch to turn the traps on and off, so you can just get your stuff back, your loot back. But those are our little suggestions for that. I don't know about you guys, but pretty good episode, though. It was a lot of fun to do. And I built when you were flinging me or shooting me with your impulse grenades into the traps for a little bit of protection. Yeah, but I ran out of mats, though. But I think you won the episode pretty handily, so good job, Amber. We had some more to talk about, too, so we recorded a bunch more. And one is coming up this week, I think, right?
Yeah, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is coming Monday. That's the one you're talking about, right?
Yep, that's the rematch. And is that 200cc? I think it is.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so imagine this. I never raced 200cc before, and all of a sudden Amber's making me do it. Of course, I use smart steering, right, to help me out. But but this is a pretty awesome episode, guys. So make sure you check it out. Go to Facebook. We'll be promoting again in Discord. It's already on Facebook right now. It's linked on Facebook, so go check it out. Set a reminder for it. Yeah, it goes for what time is it on Monday, Amber? Do you know?
It is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so this Monday, November 5th. Awesome. Then we also got you into Splatoon 2, so we also have one of those coming up soon, too. For what date?
That one will be Wednesday, November 7th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And both of these will be in Facebook only at this point because we're getting a lot of good views and people, concurrent viewers watching these on Facebook. So, but don't worry, we'll be uploading to YouTube as well the day later. But check them on YouTube, guys, and Facebook. Whatever you can do is fine with us, but we do appreciate it. Awesome. So let's discuss some weird glitches here in Fortnite, Amber. Where do we start with Fortnite and glitches?
Oh,
how about you being invisible?
That one was, I don't even know what to think. I was like, Eddie, I'm invisible. The best, though, is when I walked past your pickaxe.
Yes, my pickaxe is just laying there by itself. Like it's for sale or something. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was hilarious.
And then since then, I've seen other pickaxes from other players in the same kind of like, just laying in the weirdest areas for some reason.
Yeah, and gliders.
Why. And gliders too. Yes. We actually tweeted some of these images too. If you want to see them, guys, we'll put them on Discord and Fortnite channel, also on Twitter at Nintendo Chit
Belly
Chat.
flops.
So. And belly flops, yes. And I'm even posting a video tonight on YouTube with some of these little glitches in it too. So stay tuned for that. Did you watch that yet, Amber? It was the one video I sent you.
I haven't watched it
Okay.
yet.
Let me know if you like it. I'll post it then tonight on
will.
YouTube. It's great. You belly flopping is hilarious. From like 80 feet in the air, boom, belly flop. It's so hilarious. But thanks, Fortnite, for making it fun and weird and frustrating a lot of times, too.
And giving us less ammo, too. What's up with that?
We actually had less ammo in Playgrounds, which I don't get either. Yeah, we did Playgrounds episode for you guys. We recorded it last night for next week or something. I think like for later next week. Doing Shotguns rematch again. And like we had a fight for ammo the entire episode. We had like 5 bullets per shotgun. And usually you had like 30, 40, 50 bullets from these ammo chests. So I have no idea what's going on with Fortnite right now. No clue.
Crazy.
Yeah. Hope they fix this stuff. Anyway, let's go to the recap then, Amber. So what do we have for these streams this past week?
So Thursday we had n-sane Wizard Rocket League Mayhem.
Yes,
that was my first.
Yeah, and you scored 2 goals within the first few matches, which is pretty awesome for you.
It's a pretty hard game, actually. For
it
me,
is. It is kind of hard. I mean, it's simple controls, but it's all about timing and physics and predicting as well where the ball's going to go, plus other players hitting you. So you did really well. Really well.
So
are you
fun,
going to be playing with us tonight in Rocket League after the podcast?
I may play a little.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. We want you there. All right. Then what happened on Saturday?
Saturday we had our n-sane Wizard Squad Action and Paladin.
Yes, so we're doing 2 streams of Paladins per week now. And we may do one that's just private matches, like 5-on-5, so we can fill more players. Yeah. And then the other stream will be just going into squads with 5 people against other random people online. So we'll think about that, but 2 streams per week for Paladins. All right, we did Fortnite on Sunday, I guess, right?
Yes, we did, and we did squads with Jaggy, Cliff, and Christina.
Yeah, I think Cliff wasn't there, but we wanted him to be there. So Cliff, come next Sunday if you're available. But we had Christina and Jaggy with us. I think Christina was actually sick too. He was with us like previously, I think.
Okay.
I think it was just Jaggy that night, actually. Yeah, but we wanted to have Christina, but she was also sick that night, I think. So it didn't work out. But hopefully this week we'll have them there. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You were there with us in spirit.
Yeah, I had my notes there because we were going to have you there, but just things didn't work out very well, I guess.
Right.
Being sick, and Cliff was maybe working, I guess, or whatever. So, all right, what did we do on Monday?
We played some Splatoon 2.
Yes, back to Splatoon 2 every week here with you guys. And then Tuesday, some more Paladins. Fun. Yeah. We had some rough matches, I think, on Tuesday in Paladins, but they were pretty close too. We had like some like nail biters and some tense matches here, but
yeah,
we had a lot of people rotating in and out, which is pretty fun. So thanks for your patience, guys, as well. And then what happened Wednesday?
You had some Doom.
We tried some
Doom.
Doom.
A little glitchy.
It was. Speaking of glitches, Doom like kept crashing on Jaggy and I, and kept getting errors and no lobbies. Like people were not in the lobby at all. Waiting to matchmake, and then I wanted to do a one-on-one to finish out the stream with Jaggy to close out things, and we couldn't get to a one-on-one. It started the match, and then it kicked us out to the scorecard, and like nobody won, nobody even shot anything, and it's like, here's the end of the match. Like it didn't even start. Or you give me the end results of the match. Never started to begin with, so a really odd thing. I don't know what's going on with these games. Doom.
Yeah.
We keep playing Doom though until the next one comes out. So, all right, Amber. What happened on Thursday then?
We played Card 8 Deluxe.
And that was fun. Who do we have? We had with us
Jaggy, who kept on winning.
Yeah, he always
we
wins.
had Christina.
And Cliff, I think.
Jimmy, I think, came.
Yeah.
And Cliff.
Yeah, so a good group there. That was on Facebook.
No name.
Yeah, and No Name, whoever that is, right? Well, we also had the Terminator show up, too, in his me character, Jaggy's Terminator.
That's right.
Shine Thief, Battle Modes, good games, guys, for
I
Mario
almost
Kart.
won one.
You did. You had to shine a good number of times, though, this particular stream, so good job.
I did. I got to touch it.
Yes, once and for all. All right, Amber, and then take care of our sponsors for the YouTube channel.
All right. We have BWA Switch, Christina Nina 19, Anita Sheldon, JKW123 Star, Katetsu, me, Amber, Cliff, the Game Informer.
Awesome. So thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for your work, Amber, as well, for the community. We really appreciate it. We love having you here. So thanks for joining us on the podcast once again, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. All right, guys. That is the community recap with Amber. Everyone say thank you in chat. We're going to bring Samantha Leinhardt back on board right away here to go into our viewer questions and then close things out with a time portal. So welcome back, Samantha.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So got a couple questions here. We have like Dank here every week here. Some really good questions from Dank. So Dank's like a permanent fixture on the podcast now with these questions. So Dank, thanks so much. But first up is Jaggy. Jaggy as well with some good questions here. Do you think battles in Pokemon Let's Go will be local battles, worldwide, or both? I think we know this. Do we not already?
Yeah, I think they confirmed that there will be local battles as well as online battles, but only with friends. Mm-hmm. At least about the online. I'm not actually sure about what they said about the local battles, but I'm pretty sure that for the online content, they said that you will be able to trade and battle with friends, but I don't believe you'll be able to do it otherwise. Sure,
I think we'll learn some more like exact details. We're going to all the online modes and offline modes here probably soon as the games come out really soon for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. So Jaggy, thanks for the question. If any of you know any of these answers, let us know too in chat. So we got Dank aboard here with a question. All right, what are your thoughts on Ken and Cineroar and the Piranha Plant in Smash Bros? I'm pretty happy. Piranha Plant's kind of a weird character, but it's kind of different, so maybe kind of interesting to have within the game. And again, he's getting some love in Mario Tennis Aces and some other games in the past, so not too surprising per se. Just kind of a weird choice, I think, to add as I guess the final announcement being added in, you know.
Yes.
It's kind of one of those things where it could have been announced before. I think would have been not as bad as far as the reaction goes for him. But Incineroar is really cool, awesome looking character, and Ken. Good to have Ken there too, another Street Fighter character. So I'm pretty happy with these. What do you think, Samantha?
I mean, I have no particular attachment to any of them, and
sure.
I'm not really much of a Smash player, but you know, the announcement's fine. I have nothing against the characters.
Yeah, if you guys have something against the characters, then you shouldn't be playing video games. There's already a huge roster already, so don't be too greedy with these characters, guys. But I'm pretty happy with these, so good question, Dank. And let us know in chat what you guys think of these characters being added into Smash Bros. Ultimate. Speaking of that, I got my GameCube controller today for Smash Bros. Came in today from Amazon. So looking forward to playing with you guys, yeah. So if you guys want to ask questions, go to our Discord, NCC-podcast. Ask away there. Ask now, ask more questions, the better, or email us, nintendochitchat@gmail.com. All right. We have no player spotlight this week. That's okay. But we do have a time portal. So, Samantha, what episode, what issue, I should say, is this for this time portal?
This is issue 39.
All right. Some good choices here, too. I was watching, reading through this earlier today. Kick things off here with, again, we talked about it a few times already in the podcast, Phantasy Star. So, what games is this?
Right, so right now we are talking about the Phantasy Star Online, which was an online version of, well, not a version, but an online entry in the Phantasy Star series, which, as I was researching it, I found out was the first online RPG for consoles. So this was a success for Sega on the Dreamcast, and then when the Dreamcast was discontinued, they decided to bring it to another console, and they picked the GameCube. And so it came to the GameCube as Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. And so this was then brought to North America on October 30th, 2002. So episode 1 was the original Phantasy Star Online content, and then episode 2 was new Phantasy Star Online content. So of course, we got some Phantasy Star news recently, but fans are still hoping that the Phantasy Star Online series will be localized again, because I believe they've had more entries since then that haven't come out of Japan.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Moving along then from Phantasy Star over to Castlevania. We have Super Castlevania 4 released October 31st, so Halloween, and dating back to what year?
So this was 1991, October 31st, 1991. Super Castlevania 4 was released in Japan. And so I wasn't aware of this because I'm not up to date on Castlevania enough, that this is to some degree a remake of the original Castlevania. Oh. Although the designers only consider it to be like partly a remake, because their main goal was to create a game inspired by the original, but more of an action game.
Very cool. So Super Castlevania 4 released October 31st, Halloween 1991 for Japan. All right. Then some Super Mario in the time portal as well for you guys out there. November 1st, Super Mario Galaxy is released. And what platform is this? This is the Wii, right? Of course.
Yes, so this is the Wii, of course. So this is November 1st, 2007. This is the Japanese release date of Super Mario Galaxy, which, of course, put Mario out in space across the galaxies, going from planet to planet. And it focused more on small worlds with like set objectives that you're trying to complete, compared to the more exploration-based gameplay of Super Mario 64 and Sunshine. But it was still a huge success, and many people consider it to be one of the best in the series.
Yeah, I think people want a Super Mario Galaxy 3 possibly too, with maybe remasters of the original too, hopefully on the Switch. That'd be really awesome. All right, so great time portal here. We have one more, and this is a really old game. Wow. Lord of the Rings. Well, not that old, but I mean, geez, it makes me feel old though.
It's older than some of the other ones we were discussing.
I know. It just makes me feel old.
Most
Lord
recent
of the Rings.
game that Super Mario Galaxy was more recent.
Yeah. So November 2nd, Lord of the Rings, the Third Age is released. And what platform was this for? Actually, multiple platforms, I think, right?
Yeah, so this is an odd one. So this was released for the GameCube as well as some other consoles, but then they also made a handheld version for the Game Boy Advance. So this Lord of the Rings: The Third Age first came out on November 2nd, 2004 in North America. And this is strange because this is a licensed game, of course, based on Lord of the Rings. Made in the West, but it plays like a JRPG. The combat system feels like it was almost directly pulled from Final Fantasy X. So wow. This is a very interesting game. I played this game. I believe I had the GameCube version.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is interesting. It's also strange because it's based on the movies, and at the time, a different company had the rights to making games based on the books, so the game wasn't allowed to reference anything that wasn't in the movies.
Wow.
And yet
That's
it was
rough.
following an original cast, so the story has this sort of weird progression where you're kind of like always slightly behind the main characters of the movie. So it's very odd, like you're arriving at things like shortly after everyone else. It was odd, but it was fun. I enjoyed it, and it plays like Final Fantasy X, which is weird.
That's cool. So is it kind of like a hidden gem almost then, in a sense? It's like a hidden gem to you? This kind of game?
I guess. Like, it's an odd game that people don't usually talk about. But when I think back, I was like, oh yeah, that was fun. The story was ridiculous, but it was fun.
And there was a Game Boy Advance copy of this, right? Is it an adaptation for this game? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how similar they were since I never played it, but yes, there was a handheld version.
Yeah, I saw a screenshot. It looked like a totally different game, like from, I'm not sure if it was the same, even like if it was still an RPG or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that version.
Yeah, so interesting. So, very cool. So, that is Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, released 2004, November 2nd, Super Mario Galaxy, of course, Super Castlevania 4, and Phantasy Star Online for our time portal. Go to NintendoChitChat.com, look at it there for yourselves, guys, and the news bites as well. Great job, Samantha, as always. Anything you want to plug or discuss or talk about before we head out for the podcast?
Oh, let's see. Just two things that I'll mention. First, we had been talking about World of Final Fantasy, which is coming to the Switch soon. And the director of World of Final Fantasy mentioned in an interview that he actually has the full story for a sequel written. They're just waiting for Square Enix to say, go ahead and make a sequel.
Wow.
So if Square Enix ever decides that they want a sequel to World of Final Fantasy, which I hope they do, they've got the story all ready to go.
That's pretty awesome.
And then the second thing I'll bring up is a rumor. We've talked a bit about the Jake Hunter series. And so Prism of Eyes is coming out, or soon in Japan, I believe, or it came out recently, something like that. But anyway, it was rated in Korea under the English title Jake Hunter, which suggests that maybe there's an English translation in progress, because if not, why are they using the English name instead of the Japanese name?
Right.
So there's no official word yet, but things look good for Jake Hunter Detective Story Prism of Eyes to have an English translation.
So good news there to end the podcast. Awesome. Anything else, Samantha, you want to plug?
Oh, I believe that's it.
Awesome. Thanks so much again, and everybody wish Samantha a great weekend as well, and Amber too. Thanks for joining us, guys. Good to see you, Katetsu, Anita, all of you in chat. I'm Eddie Ray for NintendoChitChat.com. Thanks for listening and watching to the podcast 42. We're back here next week, and we'll see you guys back here, if not before. Take care.
Grab the audio version of the Nintendo Chit Chat podcast on iTunes, Google Music, SoundCloud, or Player FM. Visit our website at NintendoChitChat.com.